Hey, Sinead. So just a quick one on we're wobbling a bit here. So just a quick one on "Fly Me to the Moon." So as we were saying, it's very similar chord wise to "Autumn Leaves." It's just a little bit longer, is all. So the first thing I want to get into is just that little riff at the start. Now, keep in mind that that's not really fundamental to the song, so I wouldn't worry too much about this. But it is a nice little hook to kind of get us into the song. So we're capoed up. So the song is in the Julie London version is in D minor, right? So what we're going to do is we'll take A minor chord shapes and the rest of it, and take those up 5 frets to where it's D minor. So down here, without any capo, it's A minor, A sharp, B, no B sharp, C, C sharp, D. So D minor. Now, that riff is just going from A. So the notes are just like that, okay? So it's an A going to a G. But what we'll do is we'll go for an A minor chord, or an A minor 7 might be better actually. So when you're kind of adapting this type of thing that's done on an orchestra to just a guitar, you kind of just have to take little liberties and to a certain extent do your own thing with it. But, so we're going for the bass note here on the 5th string, and we're going to pluck all 3 of those. Just the ones right below the bass string. Then an open 6th string while we're on the way over to get that G on there. And we'll just bring the 3rd finger up a string for this one. Now, again, this is not, you could just as easily leave it down there. I think this sounds a little bit better. So we've got... So I'm just going to play that a couple of... So it's a little bit different on the second time round. Dum, da, da, dum, ba, bum, ba, ba, dum, ba. Okay, so I'm just going to play this slow a couple of times. You can play along. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, so for the actual verse then, we've got A minor or A minor 7. You can kind of do A minor or you could do an A minor 7. It really, when it comes to those little details, it's really whatever you prefer. I think the A minor 7 for a kind of a jazzier approach is a bit more appropriate, and it just happens to be physically easier as well. So A minor 7 again is just A minor without the 3rd finger, so you're leaving that G string open. Okay, so A minor. So this is the picking pattern we'll use for this, just to kind of get that version across a little bit better. Like it's got a very sprightly kind of rhythm to it. So that kind of thing, okay? So it's exactly the same as Autumn Leaves up until In Other Words, right? So we've got... Never remember the lyrics. F. So you've basically just got bass, chord, bass, chord. Okay? Alright, so you're just going through it like that. So I'll just do it without the singing one more time. Then sped up to the actual tempo of the song, it'll be something like this. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, don't kiss me. So they hang around on the C there for a little while, then go back into another verse there, and you've got the chords and lyrics there to see you through that anyway. So now keep in mind as well, if this finger picking business, that's the whole point of that is just to make it sound a little bit more similar to that version, since that's the version we were going for, right? But you could just as easily play along with it. Fly me to the moon. Da, 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 da. granted, that is quite a bit less jazzy sounding, okay? So that's, so it is nice to get that finger picking pattern in there. But if you just want to play the song, and just sing along with it and, just tip away any way you like. Get a plaque. To the moon. And I'd recommend doing that first, just to get from one end of the song to the other, just so you've got it then. And then if you want to sort of start bringing this into it, you can, you know what I mean, because you've got the foundation made already. So that's what I would do first, is just get the chords and lyrics down, sing along to it, play along, and then bring that picking into it as well. So, and the picking, with the finger picking like that, it's all about the setup, okay? So getting the thumb on the bass string, whatever that happens to be. So we're starting off on an A minor chord here, but A minor up 5 frets. So that's going to be on the 5th string. D minor 7 on the 4th string. D minor 7 with this G note in the bass, then it's going to be on this G note on the 6th string. C major 7, 5th string. F major 7, 4th string. B minor 7 flat 5, 5th string. E7, 6th string. A minor, 5th string. Okay, so we'll leave it at that then, see how you get on with it, and we'll pick it up next week. All right, have a good one.